Dylan, Bill from BNC Ultimate RC. I got a surprise today. Carol and I did. One of our subscribers, Mr. Calico, had questioned me not long ago. Asked me why I don't, have any Redcats on the channel. And I told him it's just something, none of my hobby stores carry Redcat racing products or anything like that, and on and on and on. And he said that he would like to do something to help the channel out. So I get home today, and lo and behold, there is a package here, and Mr. Calico has donated a Volcano Epx brushed 1/10 scale monster truck. It has a waterproof electronics. It's ready to run, 2.4 gigahertz. It's four-wheel drive. Mr. Calico, I thank you very much. And his big thing was he wanted to put it out there for you subscribers and viewers, that he wanted you to see what this truck was all about. He has two of these that he's upgraded, as well as he has a Blackout XTE, and he swears by him. He says there's a few little problem areas which he's already covered with me. I'll cover those with you. And also he wanted to know if I had ever used Ghoul RC products, and which I told him no. I had never even heard of them. This package here showed up on my step a week ago, and I couldn't figure out where it came from. And I checked my accounts. I knew I didn't order anything like that. My girlfriend hadn't done that either. He is also sent for us to test and for you all to be able to see a Ghoul RC 3800 kV motor, brushless motor with a 60 amp ESC. And so we're going to be, after we're going to run this truck on the stock NIM battery that comes with it, and then we're going to run a 2S battery on it with the brushed motor and stock out of the box. And then we're going to be doing some upgrades on it and some other stuff we're going to feature on this truck. And so he swears by them. He says they're great trucks for the price. They retail for under $140, I believe, is what he told me. I haven't really checked into it. Ghoul RC motor and ESC is also retails for, I think, under $40. He says, of course, they're a lot of bang for the buck. He said they're not, of course, not going to be comparable probably to Castle and Valenian and stuff like that, but we're darn sure we're going to see what it'll do. So we're going to get to test two products really in one. You're going to get to see the truck, and we're going to do the motor upgrade on that when we get to it and stuff, as well as you'll get to see the motor, the review on the motor and ESC, and you'll get to see the review on the Volcano Epx. Like I said, he swears by him. He said he loves them. He has Traxxas, he has Stampede, and a couple others, and he says that he just loves these volcanoes. So we're going to check out what this Redcat Racing Volcano Epx is all about. So let's get on with the unboxing. So like last week, the Ghoul RC motor and ESC showed up. Couldn't figure out what that was all about. You can imagine I was puzzled. And then a set of 87mm dog bone axles from Redcat Racing shows up 2 days after that. And I was really stumped. I was like, man, what was going on? At that time, I did not know that I was receiving a truck. I know he had said something about sending me some parts to possibly test out. Well, he wanted to see a Redcat Volcano on my channel, or a Redcat product. Well, I guess that's one way to make it happen. He bought the thing new and shipped it to me. So anyway, it comes with the manual. We're not going to get into opening that up right now. It's got something that looks like a pin there. I don't know what that's for yet. And shock spacers. Comes with a NIM battery also. It comes with a 7.2 volt 2000 mAh NIM battery with a charger, a wall charger. I've got it out of the box because I took it out so I could charge it. I have not had the truck out yet, so we'll do that now. So here is the transmitter. You can see it's all decked out in purple. That's cool. 2.4 gigahertz. Has a pretty nice feel to it and everything. There's a flip up on it which has your steering trim, steering direction, your on-off switch, steering reverse, as well as throttle reverse. It looks like a pretty decent setup on the radio. It kind of reminds me of Helion a little bit. Alright, so let's get the truck out here. It's packaged well. Seems to be anyway. This box out of the way. So there is the truck. It's a decent looking truck. Seems to have some decent wheels and tires on it. Let's get the top off of it here. Nice body. As you can see, it's pretty well decked out in purple. That's for sure. It's got purple everything. It has dual shocks on every arm. Brushless motor has the a cooling fin on it. I'm sorry, not brushless, brushed motor. Says it's a 550. Has anodized purple aluminum chassis brace. The drive shaft is also aluminum and purple. Purple caps on the shocks. First look, I'd say it looks like it's pretty decent stuff. I mean, it's got the adjustable turnbuckles everywhere, steering links and all that. And it has the steel drive shaft, or has the steel shafts out of the box, which is cool. Yeah, it's a decent looking truck. Nice bumpers and everything on it. Yeah, it's really cool. So anyway, we're going to be testing this thing out and see what it's all about. And it looks like it's a fairly decent setup. I like the servo placement and the way the steering is set up on that. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna test this thing out. Now, like I said, I don't know anything about this truck. Only what I just looked up 10 minutes ago to find out some information about it. The weak points that I was told about, okay, is the axles. I hear they bend and get chewed up towards the outside, is what he's told me, because of the geometry of the links. I'm being told by him that this here on the front, this needs to be moved down to the bottom hole, and then on the inside it needs to be moved from the bottom hole to the top hole, because of the chassis doesn't bottom out like on most vehicles, so it stays about a half an inch off of the ground. And he says you want that chassis slap, so if you move that configuration like I just told you, then the chassis will bottom out and it'll keep the dog bones from getting bent. And then on the back, on the inside, you don't move anything there. On the outer, you move it from the top hole to the bottom hole on that, and that gives you where your chassis will slap the ground, and that'll keep your axles from getting bent and broke. Don't know anything about the shocks or anything. They feel pretty good. They don't spring back real well. So maybe with the spacers in them, that may help out the problem, or it could be a spring upgrade or something needs to be done. I mean, who knows? I'll be changing the end out on this because I have mostly Traxxas end batteries, and so I'll be taking this off and putting the Traxxas end on it once we finish testing out the NIM battery, which you all know I will not be keeping a NIM battery in it. So if anybody wants a NIM battery and charger, let me know. You can have it. I'll send it to you, pay for shipping. It's not a problem. So anyway, that's it. The Volcano Epx brushed, and we're going to test it as is, factory out of the box, and then we will go from there. After the factory run with the NIM battery, we're going to change to a 2-cell LiPo. Redcat Racing has provided a very, very detailed instruction manual that even gets into detail about setting toe in and stuff like that, toe in and toe out, and your link adjustments, shock positions, ride heights, everything. It really covers the product well, I gotta say. Even brush versus brushless, as well as battery specifications, and it says you can run up to a 2S LiPo battery in this truck from the factory. It has a really nice page here, front and back, of bodies that you can get for the Redcat vehicles, as well as aluminum upgrade parts and aluminum replacement parts, which is really cool. It's full color. It gives you the part numbers and all that stuff, and tells you where you can go to buy them at. And then it has a really cool, and I do like this, it shows you the parts individually. It shows you the factory spare parts here and there, as well as upgradable options that you can get for this particular vehicle. Even upgraded motors and stuff like that. And it has exploded views of your differentials, slipper clutch, gearbox assemblies, and then the full assembly view, exploded view, and then it has more upgradable options up in the upper left hand corner. That's really cool. You can kind of like hang it up on your wall, which I think is really neat, and you can go to it anytime you want to. It measures, basically it's about 2 foot. It's 23 inches by 20 inches, so that's cool. Yeah, so there it is. So far what I see, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. For under 140 bucks, I mean, my lord, guys and gals, that's a bargain. We're gonna see how it runs, and then I'll be able to tell you more. I'll have a run video up in the near future, probably sometime tomorrow. And then we'll start seeing how the thing jumps, bashes. I am going to go ahead and relocate the links I was telling you about to what he recommends. So I'll do that before I even run it. That'll keep me from bending or breaking any axles. And like I said, you knew I had to be confused when I got this. When I got this last week, also the spare steel axles for this thing, I was like, man, what in the world is that for? Well, now I know. Mr. Calico, I thank you so much. I've never owned a Redcat product. If any of you have a Redcat or you've had experience with them, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. If you have this particular truck, let me know what you think about this truck, or if there's anything I should know about it. You know, there's not a lot of information about this truck on YouTube or anything. So if you know anything about it, you know, let me know, please. Welcome your comments. Everyone take care. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, tell your friends. Thank you for watching this unboxing. We're going to learn about this one together, because I've never